The countdown has officially begun, and across the world, BTS ARMY is holding its breath. BigHit Music has confirmed that details surrounding BTS's highly anticipated 2026 World Tour will be revealed on January 14th at midnight KST, sending shockwaves through the fandom and reigniting a level of anticipation rarely seen in the global music industry. The announcement, shared via Weverse, comes at a pivotal moment in BTS's comeback timeline, following the confirmation of their fifth full-length studio album and signaling that the group's return is moving rapidly from concept to reality. This tour announcement is not arriving in isolation. It follows a carefully structured rollout that has steadily intensified excitement. BTS's fifth studio album is scheduled for release on March 20, 2026, with pre-orders opening on January 16th, just 2 days after the tour details drop. Together, these dates form a tightly woven narrative: album first, tour next, reunion fully realized. For fans who have waited years to see all 7 members together again on stage, the timing feels deliberate and symbolic. What makes this moment particularly historic is that it marks BTS's first full unit project since all 7 members, RM, Jin, Suga, J-Hope, Jimin, V, and Jungkook, completed their mandatory military service in 2025. For nearly 4 years, BTS existed in fragments: solo releases, individual schedules, brief reunions, and long stretches of absence. Now, that chapter is closing. The tour announcement represents more than logistics or venues. It represents the return of BTS as they were always meant to be seen, together. As soon as BigHit Music confirmed the January 14th reveal, ARMY across the globe mobilized instantly. Social media timelines filled with countdown graphics, synchronized clocks, and time zone breakdowns to ensure fans everywhere could experience the moment simultaneously. From Seoul to Sao Paulo, London to Los Angeles, ARMY began organizing virtual watch moments, treating the announcement itself as an event worthy of collective anticipation. Alongside the countdowns, fans began revisiting BTS's touring legacy. Clips from past tours flooded timelines, moments from the Wings Tour, the Love Yourself World Tour, and the monumental Love Yourself, Speak Yourself stadium shows. Fans shared footage of Purple Ocean stretching across arenas, emotional menschus that left members in tears, and chants so loud they shook entire stadiums. These memories are not being shared out of nostalgia alone, but as a reminder of what BTS concerts represent: community, catharsis, and connection on a massive scale. The emotional weight behind this countdown cannot be overstated. BTS's last full group tour concluded before the world changed, before the pandemic, before enlistment, before years of uncertainty. For many fans, the upcoming tour will be their first time seeing BTS live. For others, it will be a reunion years overdue.
Hey ARMY! Quick pause before we keep going. If you're loving these BTS updates, don't forget to smash that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and join our family of global fans. That way, you'll never miss a single record-breaking moment. All right, let's jump back into the story.
Entire generations of fans have grown alongside BTS without ever standing in the same physical space as them. That reality gives this tour announcement a significance far beyond typical comeback cycles. Industry observers are watching closely as well. Analysts have already projected that BTS's 2026 tour could become one of the largest and highest-grossing tours in music history. Previous estimates suggest a potential run of approximately 65 shows across major global markets, with stadium-level venues and audiences averaging around 60,000 per night. If confirmed, the tour could draw millions of attendees worldwide, further solidifying BTS's position as one of the most powerful touring acts of all time. What makes these projections especially compelling is the context in which they exist. BTS is not returning after a decline, but after a pause. During their hiatus, BTS's cultural relevance did not fade. Instead, it expanded. Solo projects dominated charts, brand influence grew stronger, and BTS remained a constant presence in global conversations. By the time the tour announcement arrives, demand has not cooled, it has compounded. BigHit Music's decision to announce the tour details ahead of the album release also reflects strategic confidence. It signals that the company expects overwhelming interest and wants fans to prepare emotionally, financially, and logistically. Tours of this scale require planning not just from organizers, but from fans who will travel across countries and continents to attend. By confirming the timeline early, BigHit Music is acknowledging the global nature of BTS's audience and the devotion that defines it. The anticipation surrounding January 14th has reignited discussions about what the tour might represent artistically. Fans speculate that the setlist will span BTS's entire career, from early tracks that define their rise to recent solo-era influences that reflect individual growth. There is widespread expectation that the tour will serve as a bridge between past and future, honoring everything BTS has been while introducing the next evolution of their sound and performance identity. Meanwhile, Weverse has become the central hub for fan interaction, with messages, theories, and emotional reflections pouring in by the minute. For many, the countdown feels surreal. What once felt distant and abstract, someday, now has a date, a time, and a clear next step. The phrase "Midnight KST" has taken on a symbolic weight, marking the moment when anticipation turns into confirmation. As the hours tick down, one thing is increasingly clear. This is not just an announcement, it is the beginning of a new era. BTS's return to the stage as Seven is being treated as a global moment, one that transcends music and taps into shared memory and collective longing. Fans are not just waiting to hear where BTS will go, they are waiting to feel what it means to be together again, in the same space, under the same lights. When January 14th arrives and the details finally drop, the countdown will end, but something much bigger will begin. A tour that carries years of waiting, millions of voices, and the weight of history will move from imagination to reality. And when that happens, every clip, every chant, every city will become part of a story fans will replay over and over again. So stay right here, stay connected, and don't blink, because the moment BTS steps back on the world stage together, it's a moment you'll want to experience again and again. Purple You.